Sit straight for next 30 minutes or so. You're not moving. Posture is steady. Asana. Through asana, you are making the body firm yet relaxed. You're not moving here and there. At the beginning of the class, we chanted the Shanti mantra, Bhadram karnebhi shrunuyama devaha. May we be able to hear the most auspicious, permanent. To hear, everyone hears. Everyone has 2 ears. Everyone has this one. We are hearing. But what this mantra is saying that may we be able to be blessed to listen. Listening is different to hearing. Everyone hears, but very few listens. The hearing, we hear through the outer ears, and hearing happens through the mind. I hear what I want to hear. In the mind, so many waves are coming, so many filters are there. I hear, if I want what I want to hear, I only hear that one, particular, of my interest. And this yoga also, some of you may be attending out of compulsion from your parents or husband or wife, or you are not interested. Just out of their compulsion, you have sat here. And you also hearing. What you are hearing, you are not interested. And hear bits and pieces, or you want to hear how can I pick up mistakes in this one? And I want to argue with the teacher. It is the hearing. And whereas listening happens from here, heart. To hear, I have sat here with open mind. In English there is a word, open mind. I am here and paying attention what others are saying. And I am here to listen without any prejudice. And it doesn't mean I have to agree, but I want to listen properly. And listening happens here, and hearing happens here. And that hearing with filter. So many filters are there. I pick up what I want to hear. And listening from the heart. And to give an example, it's in Mahabharata, Ramayana, Janaka's story is there. Janaka's in our childhood, we used to read Ramayana, Mahabharata and all in the school textbooks. Now we don't read about that one in the name of secular education. We don't hear about that one. In that story, in Ramayana, that story in the school textbook also was there. And Janaka's was gifted a bow by Lord Shiva, Shiva-Dhanus. And Dhanus, and he had that bow, and he said, he made a pledge, whoever breaks this bow given by Shiva, he will give Sita to that person. And Rama broke that one, and that is the story. And once a school inspector, he went to a class to test the students, and in the class he asked the students who broke the Shiva-Dhanus. And class, it was a pin drop silence. One person, he used to be very shy, hardly spoke in the class. He put up his hand. And even when I was in the class, in the primary school, I was also very shy. If teacher used to look at me, I used to get very nervous. This person also was like that, put up his hand, very nervous person. The class teacher got worried. How come he is putting up his hand? And when inspector asked, he said, this boy said, "Sir, I did not break. And I was not here yesterday. I was not here day before yesterday also. I was not responsible." And immediately this school teacher, class teacher got embarrassed. The principal was also there, and he looked at this boy. This boy looks very mischievous. I think this boy has broken that one. And this inspector got worried, and he went to the school chairman and talked about this issue. And chairman said, sir, not to worry, not to take it seriously. We have a carpenter in school. He will fix that bow. Not to worry, sir. He will fix it. And this inspector got further worried, and he went home and he told his wife, the state of learning in our school, our students, status of our students and the faculty, see that one. And wife said, why are you worried about Shiva's bow? My chair is broken, my table is broken, nobody is there to fix. You are worried about Shiva's bow. And here everyone is only hearing, we are not listening. It is many of us, we are attending the class, we hear, everyone hears, but we listen. Very few people listens. We listen, and to listen, we have to quieten the mind. To quieten the mind, not to talk too much. The students in the class also, they want to talk too much. If you are a very talkative person, talks too much, you are not listening. If you may be hearing, but you are not listening. The art of listening, try to observe silence. Especially when you go to a teacher, and many people, they don't know how to be in front of the teacher. They talk too much. They want to show off that they know too much. And when student is talking too much, teacher remains silent. It is a time when you go there and you have to observe silence. In your life also, observe silence. When you start observing your silence, your inner ear opens up. My formal education with the teacher may be for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, but when I move out of that one, and when I am by my own, when I start doing practice, sadhana every day, and my inner ear opens up. When my inner ear opens up, and I can listen to the inner teacher, I start getting the messages from here. Initially, I learned from outside book. Now, I start learning from within. Outside, whatever I learnt initially, it is one part. The second part of my learning, I start communicating with inner being, inner guru. It starts communicating with me. I start learning. That to happen, I should learn the art of listening. Inside, messages keeps coming. I should know how to turn on my inner ear. I start getting the suggestion from within, and I should turn on my inner ear. Then only my learning happens. And to have that one, and hearing is one part. Shravana, initially you hear, and hearing, and hear with interest. When I start hearing with interest, it starts sinking in, then I start listening. First part is listening from outside. Now, when the outside is not there, I will turn on the mic from within. I start listening from within. I start getting so much of messages, so much of communication channel that opens up. The learning happens from within. That is why listening is very important for a student. Not talking all the time. Chatterbox, not the chatterbox. Observe silence if you want to listen.